Well, hi again, YouTube. Hope you're all doing well on this lovely sunny day in the UK. I'm a poet, didn't know it. Yeah. So by now, you will know that I traded in the NC 750X for the Transalp, and today I'm going to explain why I didn't upgrade the NC or buy the NT 1100. Well, the NC 750X was going to cost me about 1,500 quid all in for the various bits and pieces that I would want to do to it to bring it up to close to this standard, not completely of course, but suspension, potential custom seat, because it really was rock hard. The last day, yesterday, when I rode it back, which you might see in the short video previous to this one, really did make me my mind up totally that I've got to buy this or the NT and just forget about the NC. Great bike, but Honda do need to sort out the seats and the suspension. So then there was the NT 1100, which I genuinely had we don't use pen anymore as a paper because they all do clever electronic documents to take your money. And I was genuinely ready to sign it for the NT 1100 until I got an insurance quote, and that ended that dream. Over £3,000 for fully comp insurance, because I'm in my first year, as you know, or maybe not know, but I'm in my first year of riding with a license, full license that is. I've obviously learned the licenses and stuff, but in the past, bit of indication without my friend. There you go. Let's get around here. Oh, that's nice. Feels good. Anywho's, so I was actually told I couldn't have it. I did phone up my insurance company to see if this could be insured. Lexham, although I'm not sponsored by them, but they have done a sterling job with my 125, my 500, the NC, and now this one. And in the end, it worked out that quick shift. Boom. Just getting used to that. Yeah, so they effectively this cost me 150 quid more, plus £50 in fees to change the bike from the NC to this, which means I keep my first year's insurance running that I had before, which means I'll get my first year's no claims in April, which hopefully the price on this will come down. While I was on the phone, I asked the lovely lady there, could they give me a quote, because I was feeling all confident, on the NT 1100. She went no. She already knew it was a no-go for my current riding status, i.e. no claims and time on bike and things like that. So essentially, the bigger bikes are out of my grasp insurance-wise for a couple of years really, until the MOT's up with this one in 3 years' time when it gets its first MOT. But the NT is a lovely bike, honest. I'm riding back the same way that I came back on the DCT NT 1100, and I didn't even realise I was riding the DCT. I said that to all my friends and the shop, and it was like, okay, maybe I've been underestimating DCT. It's just how good it is. And that bike is good, that 1100 Africa twin engine, and that particular bike in a nice suit of clothes rather than an aggressive adventure style is awesome. And I'm sure people thought I was a copper. Not that it means anything, but you know, Does help when they move out of your way, thinking the wrong thing, of course. So that left me with the Transalp. And am I happy? Of course I am. I said it the first roundabout, and all these twists and turns and all that. It just handles them. The handling is superb. Superb. And I just, it's just light and day. I can't believe just how much difference. Better suspension and a more sort of, I don't know, thought about motorcycle. And Honda had thought about this motorcycle, obviously, because their re-release, as it were, the reissue or whatever you want to call it. And that engine, the same engine that's in the Hornet 750, promises so much. I've got to be a good boy until 600 miles or so when I get the first service, so we get rid of all the initial nasties, fresh oil and filter and just general check over. Keep going with the clutch, I can drop down. Couple of things so far that I'm realising. Quick shift's great for moments like now where I don't have to worry about slowing down so much. So like now I can go fourth, fifth without using the clutch. I'm only cruising because I've got someone to see on my way home. So yes, so essentially the cost of upgrading the NC is too great, really. The NT was too much to insure, although I'd love that bike. And this is just bonkers. It handles so well. Which, like I say, I did say in the first video, if you watch it, like first roundabout I bought this bike, and I bought it. And so far riding to work this morning and now riding home, it's not giving me any reason to doubt it. So that's the reason why. Now, what am I going to do with the Transalp / photography, Dave's photo? That's what it means. Well, I'm going to pick an initial nice area to go to, and using my Kalimoto app, which has a great gadget on it to you can put as many miles as you want to do as a trip, a round trip as it were, from where you are, where you're starting, and it calculates a nice trip for you up to that mileage or thereabouts, using the settings that you put in, like twisties or just windy roads or motorways or whatever. And I could go out there ad hoc and just photograph what I find, if I find anything. Now this is where you can get involved. This is a great chance for you to guide how these videos go over the next few years. Below, I've got an idea of my starting point, so that's fine. Click down. Anywho, I've got an idea of my starting point, so but what I haven't got really is how many miles I should do as the round trip, as it were, for the Kalimoto app. So I'd like you to tell me how many miles I should do, or we should do. And remember, I'm going to be stopping and doing photographs along the way, either with my digital cameras or my film cameras. I do both film and digital photography. I develop the films in my shed and enlarge them in my shed. Maybe there might be some prizes there of a free print or whatever. Well, let's see how it goes. So below, if you could put a number, a sensible number, please, because I don't want to be going a million miles, and nor does my wife or the company I work for want to lose me for months. So anywhere between 0, which It'd be very good. And say 300 maybe. Remember, 300 miles though is going to be a full day's work for me. I've got to do the journey and take photos. So you might not see the video for a couple of days. So it's up to you. Pop your number in. And if I use your number, I will mention you in the video as a thank you. And we will all join in the ride, as it were. Also, as I just alluded, well, just told you, I do develop films in my sheds and things like that. Now, if you want a little mini tour of my shed, take about 5 seconds. It's only 11 by 8, so it's not that big. You can't swing a cat in it, or maybe you could, just. But if you want to see what camera gear I use and why I've gone from having hundreds of cameras, and I had hundreds of cameras, literally, down to 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras, and why, let me know below and I'll make that video for you as well. So obviously won't include the bike, but you know, not everything has to be about motorcycling, does it? Or have I just broken a cardinal rule? So yeah, so let me know if you want to see that video. That'd be great as well. And you'll be helping to guide the channel even more. So let me just pop past the learner here. It's me here a week. Thank you so much for the support you've been giving so far. All the lovely comments. It all really does help my new channel. And you stay safe out there, and see you again very, very soon. Ta-ta for now.